when their guy plays some games. Alright, hi everybody. Weather Guy here. We're back with some more Baba's You. Hope you're doing great. I am feeling pretty okay, not too bad. Got a nice glass of sweet tea here. And we're gonna go back into Seeking Acceptance. Now, it's been a few weeks, or a couple weeks since I've recorded. But I generally remember the vibe of this one, which was that we needed to change Baba, and then Bird pushes Baba over to the other tiles, and then Baba changes again back into Baba. And then do the same thing on the top half going back to the left. Okay. And I'm trying to remember what the issue I was having was. So I think the sentences need to be like, Lonely Baba is flag, and then flag on tile is Baba. I think those are the sentences I need. Yeah. And I was trying to make the sentences over here on the left side. But I was running into an issue because every time I would send the bird over on this bottom side, every time I would send it to the right, it would have to hit one of the sentences and put the sentence against the wall, one of the words. So maybe I need to figure out how to make the words on the right side. And of course the issue with that is if I make the sentence Lonely Baba is flag on the right side, I have to figure out how to get back across. So that's going to be an issue as well. So let's think, what word can we have against the right wall? What do our sentences want to look like? I already said we need Lonely Baba's flag. So that'll go in one direction. And then I guess... And then flag on tile is Baba. So do we need to make those both horizontal, or can one of those be vertical, or... Not sure. I think we can put... Because flag is the end of a sentence, I think we can put it, or even tile, but I think, well, yeah. Let's try doing flag against the right wall. So how do we do this again? We have bird is move and push. Okay, so we can just do this. And then we want it to be on, this is right here in the middle. So like this. And now I should be able to cross. Then we make our sentences, so this should be, let's get the on. Make sure we don't push these against the wall. So we need flag on tile. Oh yeah, we could do, yeah, so we could do Lonely Baba's flag right here, right? And then have flag on tile. Oh, we need to scoot it all down then, huh? Like this. And then... this bird's gonna... Let's push this bird up for a bit. There's no harm in that, right? I don't think there is. Been playing a lot of Patrick's Parabox lately, and a lot of The Witness lately. And slight spoilers, I made a post about it, but I didn't get any responses, which is fine. But I made a post and I have finished Patrick's Parabox, at least the main game of it. And I know that there's a good bit of audience overlap here between this game and the Patrick's Parabox game. So I wanted to know if you would like for me to do the challenge levels and the appendix levels on Patrick's Parabox, or if you want me to just move on to the next game. And again, we have time because that last Patrick's Parabox video, the main game, isn't coming out until like the end of April, right? So we're still about 2 months away. So flag on tile is, and we just want Lonely Baba here, right? So can we just do this? This doesn't work though, right? Because turn it into flag. Oh, but we can do this, right? We can just let the bird do it. And then, do we have any other issues? I don't see any other issues. Yeah, let me know about Patrick's Parabox. So we need to turn this sideways. And now everything should be okay, right? We get in front of it whenever it comes back. It won't push us like this, but if we turn into flag, is flag push? It is. So that works. And then this should change us into Baba. And then we repeat the process. Like so. Easy. I think I just got so hung up on trying to make the sentences on the left side before. Oh, whoops. And I think another thing is, it helps that I had a couple of comments last time that told me I was basically on the right track of what the general idea is, you know? It was just that I had to work on the execution. Area clear, that's great. We're going back in though. I'm curious if we get anything because we have all 6 area clear. Oh, 6 is how many we need to get the area clear here. Okay. But do we have all the area basic clears now? I think we do. Let me look at this one over here. How many more do we need here to get the area clear? Oh, we're over that. We're over that amount too. Okay. We're close to being done here, aren't we? We have 2 levels. But this one is the one that I really dread trying, right? Yeah, so we're gonna go back. That's fine. We're gonna continue in mountain. Man, I love looking at this map with so many zones totally done. It feels so good. It feels so accomplished. Look one more time at something. We've done 184. Okay. I need to look up again how many levels there are. I feel like I have about 50 left. Maybe like 40, but I feel like it's like 50. Which is a lot, actually. It's a lot. This was called Tectonic Movements. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at what we have. We have pillars push. These are the pillars. Okay. We have text is float. So that means what? That if we push the text, it won't affect this stuff down here? Yeah. Okay. We'll see how that's relevant later, I guess. Tree is sync. Okay, so that's what's happening whenever we do this, is it syncs. Because rubble on Baba is dust. That's interesting. Okay, so the trees are on the left side. Sorry, I'm getting a sip. So this is the rubble. Rubble on Baba is dust. Lonely dust is lava. I see. So if we step off of it, we step off the dust, comes lava. That's brilliant. Great. Baba's you. We have to make the flag as wind sentence at the bottom. Okay, so that's where the tricky part comes in, huh? You see how the tricky part comes in? Because you want to just do this, right? But then Baba Booey, right? So I think the issue comes in that we have to figure out how to make that work. And I think it comes with getting a pillar there and having pillars push then turn off. I think that's what it is. Because that will let us leave a pillar there and then walk back through it. I think that's probably what it is. And then we will likely need a pillar as well to sync the tree. So I think that's generally where we're at. Does that make sense? We need to get a pillar down to that bottom right hole and then turn pillars push off at the same time, basically. And then we need to... I think we are going to enter through this bottom right half. That makes sense to me, I think. Right? The issue comes in with what's the follow-up, right? Like, how do we actually... We can do this all day, but how do we... Where do we turn off the sentence, right? I guess if we push it in straight sideways right here, it would go right here, right? So let's try that, hang on. Let's put this pillar's push sentence down here instead. Something like this. Let me see. Not quite like that. But more like this, I think. Let me just restart. Hang on. Let's get the pillar down there first. The word pillar. I'm struggling slightly if you can't tell. We don't want the is to end up against that wall, though. That's kind of annoying. So let's do this. Pillar here. There we go. And then is push right here. So then what happens with this? Not quite what we need, is it? Because we don't have the pillar where we want it to be. And if we do this, it screws it up. Okay. Something slightly different, maybe. What about something like this? Let's get the other pillar involved. Let's do this. This gives us a way out. Kind of. Come in from the top. This maybe? Well, no, we can't get that pillar out. Can't get this pillar out after that. No. This is tricky, isn't it? Figuring out the right method to this. I don't... Alright, let me try something different. I want to get that pillar. I want to get a pillar out there first. In front. Our extra pillar. Something like that. And then do how we had it, basically. Put this back up here for now. This all the way down. Oh, no, we didn't want that push against the wall. Shoot. Okay. Let's just do this. I think this is more on the right track. That way we don't have to worry about backtracking to get to our last pillar, right? The pillar that we're going to use for the exit. I think that makes sense. We do this, then we can push this in. Do this. Okay. Now we do what? What do we do here? Even this is pretty bad, isn't it? Because we undo it and we still get that in there. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Do we need to get... Maybe the answer isn't to do pillars push like that. Maybe we do it vertical. You know? Might work. Could work, I don't know. I guess the issue we're gonna run into doing it this way. Probably, maybe. Let me see. Okay. Here's our first issue right here, look. Ah. I was kind of on the right track, I think. Hang on. Let's go back to... God, I hate having to reset it up. I was putting the pillar in the wrong spot. I was trying to get it in the doorway, but it doesn't need to be actually in the doorway. It needs to be in the space right above the doorway, you know? I thought I had to fill in both spots, but that's not true. So, if I do this... Get this other one involved now. If I do this... Now what's the play, right? Can't do this because it ends up blocking that in the corner. Right? So maybe that first one is down. Trying to just think of a way out of this. That's just bad. Whoops. What if I go from this angle? And then what? See, either way that I push this right here, I end up with the word kind of stuck, you know? Right, don't I? Yeah. Alright, let's try the vertical plane again. Sorry. I'm curious why it gives us so many holes to push stuff through as well. It's kind of interesting. Maybe we actually leave this top one out. Do like this. And then we just come back through and push it through after the fact, you know? So we exit through here, like this. No. I guess we don't have a choice, do we? Exit through there. Ah. There's a mistake. Look, a mistake. Huh. Yeah, that still makes the lava happen. Okay. It's not this? Guess it can't be. Not quite like that. What other options do we have? Can we still do this? Is this viable to do it this way at all? Is there a reason for this? Same issue? Well, actually, I can do this now, right? Well, if I go left, then I'm screwed. Huh. Interesting. And that one pillar is stuck there after this too. After I do all this stuff, that pillar ends up stuck there, so it's not that. Curious if it's actually maybe this angle out. And that gives us more maneuverability down here, maybe. Right? Is this ever a thing? Something like this? Huh. Is it ever like something like this? Not like that. Hmm. Is it a case of that we have to put the words on top of the on top of the what are they called? Pillars? I don't know. Because we definitely still are going to need pillars push as well. We have to reactivate it. You know? There's a case of we have to have pillars push just be its own thing for a moment. Like, as with a pillar? I don't know. That seems wrong. Because we're going to end up with having to push it out and stuff. And it wouldn't work. Like, we'll have to end up with, in order to turn off pillars push, we would have to knock the pillar out of the sentence as well, and it wouldn't end up in the right spot probably, right? Well, actually, hang on. Hang on a tick. Hang on a tick. Hang on a tick. This. 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 Let's. This. 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 No, not it, actually. Thought I had something. Didn't have anything. Did have something. It stayed there. Okay. But now I'm screwed. Wait, not screwed. Am screwed. Okay. Well, I guess we can do this experiment real quick just to make sure, right? No harm in looking. Yeah, okay. So we got somewhere. Is there another way to do this, maybe? That would work better? I'm not sure. I don't know how we could ever reform the sentence, you know what I mean? Would it help to have the pillar be a different part of the word? I don't think it would. Like, if we had the pillar be on the is, I don't think that would change anything, really. Right? Maybe it would. I don't think so. Yeah, that wouldn't work, because then we wouldn't have a way to actually push it down after it got there, you know? This is a promising start, but there's not the follow-up here that we need. What would the follow-up be? I don't know. Clearly we're doing something incorrect, though, because we're totally cut off from using the right side in a meaningful way, you know what I mean? It's only like an escape path at this point, so... Huh. Do I need to do something where I push the sentence a ways in and then go out? Like, from this point? No, that seems wrong too, because then we don't have a way to get back in, right? From this point, what about that? Like, if we did something like this, what would this look like, right? Not quite it. Not quite it. Sadly. But I mean, that's kind of promising, isn't it? I feel like it's kind of promising. We can't like end the sentence down here though, or anything like that before we push this in if we're doing that sort of thing. Hang on. Oops. Just trying to think of a way to do this, you know? Definitely not that way. Man. Oh, what about this? That seems better, doesn't it? And then what? Same sort of thing, right? But this is better because... Because why? This seems like it's better in some way, but I can't pinpoint why. You know what I mean? Can't get back over, though. From up here, maybe, would be easier. Hmm. Doesn't make sense to do it right here, does it? Doesn't seem to. Hmm. Do something kind of weird. I don't know what this is going to accomplish, but I just want to try it. Let's not do it that way, though. Let's do it up here. Like this. This is just bad. Because we're totally closed off in the exit doing it this way. Huh. Look at that. But again, we have no way to get it to the exit. No way to get a pillar to the exit. Is it actually the sideways thing? My only concern with doing the sideways thing, I think, is just making it work. I know that sounds dumb and simple, but like, for real, that's my concern. Making it work. I'm gonna give this one more attempt, and then we're gonna call it for the day. One more little attempt. So let's put this over here. Let's... This down. Here. Now, Curious if there's a way to do this. I mean, obviously there's a way to do this, but a way in which we get the sentence in there, right? I need to start this over one more time. I need to move both of these out of the way. But we get the sentence in there, and then we leave. Like, we get the sentence in there, we get the pillar in position, and then we leave, push the other pillar down to mess up the sentence, and then bada bing, bada boom. Is that ever a thing? I don't know. Probably not. But I am low on ideas. quite low on ideas. So like this sort of thing. Don't go in any further. Do this sort of number. Right? And then exit. Up here. No, that's not quite it, is it? Because we won't be able to reform that sentence. That's something that we have to be able to do, you know? But could we not just do this, right? Does this not just kind of work if we... Okay. We get both down there. Does that help in any way? Perhaps. Right? I'm not sure, but, you know. Perhaps. No, definitely not. Okay. That ends the sentence right there. Oh. So this doesn't work because it just pushes it over from that. Yeah, it does it wrong, like it always has. Alright, we're gonna have to revisit this next time, I guess. Again, this is one of those where I think I generally know what you're supposed to do. It's just logistically figuring it out, you know? It's not too big of a word puzzle. There's only one sentence to work with, you know? It's more of just figuring out logistically how to actually make this happen, you know? But we did solve one puzzle today, so we take those when we get them. And thank you so much for watching. Y'all are great. Y'all are amazing. This is a hard one. I say that every time, but this feels like a hard one. I don't know. That's all I got. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Make sure you take care of others. I'll see you next time. Peace out.